Welcome back to another wonderful property tour, Rankin family. Today, we are located in Las Vegas, Nevada, looking at another gorgeous luxury home. And this time we have another model by Tri Pointe Homes. Now, starting on the exterior, family, you do have that beige stucco along with the limestone. You do have 3 other models. We may see about getting you inside of those. So of course, leave your comments below. Now, as I continue right here, look at the size of this courtyard. Beautiful. So you have that private element. The limestone continues this way along with the stucco, and it is generously sized. So the dimensions are perfect. As we continue here, look at the abundance of windows. You'll see the natural sunlight enter inside the property once we head inside. And straight ahead, you have a massive pivot door. Beautiful. So now, without further ado, let's get you inside. Look at this, family. Immediately whenever you walk in, you see the catwalk, the glass railings, the floating stairs. I can't wait to get to the rest of it. Now, as always, before we do continue, let's turn you around so you can see the front door from the inside. Beautiful. So again, the abundance of windows is present inside of the property. You have a coat closet right here. And I can't wait for you to see the Gen Smart Suite. So you have white oak floors inside of the house. You'll see that. You have carpet on the second level, but it really just feels luxurious. I'll get you right here first and foremost. Wow. So these guest suites are getting impressive by the day. You have a kitchenette straight ahead, your built-in monogram microwave, a beverage fridge, and then look at this. You see the wallpaper, so this is the perfect living area for them. That modern light fixture hanging down. The white oak floors continues here, so this is perfect for the Gen living and then heading right here to your bedroom. Okay. So look at the size. That is a double bed. You have your desk, you have your nightstand right there. And then of course your dresser with the continued white oak floors. You have an egress window and then your additional upper windows bring in that light. So you can easily fit a queen bed in here comfortably, as you can see. And then you don't really have to worry, depending on how you position the bed, of blocking that window right there on the lower side. Okay, so heading inside of the ensuite, family, look at the quartz vanities, the flat panel cabinet fronts. You see the sleek mirror along with the sconce right above there. Heading straight ahead, you have your walk-in shower with the sliding glass door. You even got a shower shelf with a stainless steel shower head. Lovely. So I've gotten a lot of great feedback about Tri Pointe when we had seen them previously. Gosh, about 4 or 5 days ago or so, you folks were extremely impressed with them. So I figured we'd get you in another model. Now we've seen a couple of them out there in Texas, and you folks love those too, especially their 2-story models. But look at this, family. You have a stackable washer and dryer right here, all inclusive. And in fact, it's a term coined by Tri Pointe Homes, the Gen Smart Suite. So it would be smart to have that particular room. Now, right over here to your powder bath, family, the similar materials. Right over there, you see that fluted design, the sconce, the LED mirror, and then extremely spacious. But what I'm most excited about getting you to is that great room and the kitchen. So I'll do a full pan and then we'll go ahead and continue. Amazing. So right over here, you see the open concept dining area, family. It is all interactive right there next to your floating stairs. But heading inside of the great room, look at the fireplace. Beautiful. So the double height ceilings, you see the exposed beams, the clear story windows with the picture windows. You have sliders in here as well as in the kitchen. So we'll see that momentarily. Now you do have the linear fireplace floor to ceiling stacked stone, just overall impressive. Now, white oak floors continues in the great room, and I'll show you a panel on this side. Beautiful. So extremely open, very airy, and I'm all here for it. Now, heading right here in the kitchen, family, look at this. So you have the massive island. You see the flat panel cabinet fronts in here. You have quartz for your vent hood and the backsplash. The only thing that would improve this, of course, is the pot filler. I'm sure you may agree. You see the veins inside of the countertops. You have the monogram appliance package, stainless steel. You see your built-in microwave, your oven, and then the huge refrigerator. So in your sink, you do have the divider. You see overlooking your private backyard. Lovely. Now, as always, let's open up some of these drawers for you. Get your trash drawer right down here. On the other side, you have your dishwasher. And let's see how much storage you get up here. In abundance. Wait till you see right around that corner. I'll show you the prep kitchen. So let me know in the comments if this is enough cabinetry for you. Now you have your secondary refrigerator, plenty of additional cabinets, and then I'll turn your attention right here to the right. Look at the counter space, the floating shelving. You see the fluted design right back here on the backsplash. So you have a ton of counter space, like your messy kitchen. You even got a huge sink right down here too. And if that's not enough, you have Martha Stewart's cookbook. That'll help you out. Now this is gonna head straight there to the garage if you haven't guessed it just yet. It is locked. If not, I would have gotten you in there. But then as we head around this corner, this is gonna lead you to a lounge. Okay, so you see the floating shelves, but then the theme with the exposed beams over here. Quartz countertops, your beverage fridge again, and then some additional cabinets. And it really smells amazing. I love when we walk into some of these models and they really provide the best sense possible. You know, there's a few select builders that take pride in that. I'm not gonna name the ones that don't. I'd say about half the time you'll have some great smelling models, and other times you may have some average smelling model homes. Okay, I'll pan you upwards so you can see that chandelier hanging down. So that's gonna greet you immediately whenever you walk in, even your guests. And let's go ahead and head right up here to the second level. So far so good. I'm getting, still some mixed reviews about the primary suite being on the second level, depending on what stage you are in your life. But I'll make sure to show you some other models that have the primary suite on the first level, and that way you can let me know your thoughts. Okay, so as always, let's overlook the foyer, and then we'll continue. And you even have a little space right down here, almost like a double catwalk. Okay, so heading right here, family, look at this. So a nice little game room or lounge. You have your egress windows. It is extremely spacious. You have floating shelves right over there, your built-in desk. Of course, you may not want that. And then this is going to lead you right there to your roof deck. Look at that. Maybe you can see it, maybe you cannot, but straight ahead, that is the strip. And right behind this model is the continuation of the strip. But look how spacious it is. Perfect. Now, understand some folks may want that on the backyard, depending on your view, or at least facing the backyard. So if that is the case, then you might want to change it up a little bit. But I tell you right here, you might get a little bit more acquainted with your neighbors. Hopefully you like them. Okay, so we're gonna make our way around the perimeter like we always do, family. So right over here, you see your laundry room right here. Plenty of space for an oversized washer and dryer. You got your built-in sink, some more counter space, and wall-to-wall cabinets. Okay, and then this way is going to lead you to your 2 additional bedrooms, and then we'll get to see our primary suite. So look at the abundance of egress windows in here. You might get a better view of the strip right here. So you have your queen bed, your 2 nightstands, your dresser, and then you can see the walk room. So it gives you the idea of the dimensions, almost like I'd say 11 by 12 or 10 by 11, give or take. Don't hold me to it. You got your separate walk-in closet. You see your built-ins, your built-in open shelving. And then your vanity quartz countertops, a sleek mirror, a stainless steel sconce, and then you do have your walk-in shower. So heading right here, you got your linen closet. This is going to be a shared bathroom, but we'll continue straight ahead to our next bedroom. Okay, so now that is a double bed, but in this instance, you see the space that you have on the both, or at least both sides of your nightstand. So you can easily fit a queen bed with the same size nightstands. You have your dresser. This one's not going to have a walk-in closet, but it definitely should hold a decent wardrobe. And I try my best not to pan you too quickly so you don't get too dizzy. Okay, so this is going to be our shower tub combo. You see the brushed nickel shower head along with the shower valve, and then you have dual sinks. So once you start heading this way, at least towards this model, you start to see a lot of new development. And this is the hottest spot, at least I'm told, after being out here for a little bit over a week. And I can definitely see why. A lot of new commercial development coming this way. You still have close proximity to the freeway, so you can just pop on there if you work on the strip or you head to different cities like Henderson. Okay, so look at this, the glass railings right in here. You have carpet, but it is abundantly sized. And then this will give you a better idea too. Impressive. And if you haven't guessed it yet, folks, this leading you to the primary suite. Look at this. So right off the bat, what stands out is the coffered ceilings, but then you also have the Santa Fe texture on the exposed beams, which is neat. Then you have a king size bed, your 2 nightstands. Look at the size of the room. You see the space that you have on both sides of the nightstands. You have your egress windows, you have sliders leading you right there to your outdoor loggia. Look at the space. So you do have that privacy element too, and then the incredible view of the mountains. Lovely. So I'll stand on this corner so you can see the full scope of the room, and then we'll continue. Beautiful. The coffered ceiling design is just wow. Once you enter inside of the property, some folks may like the painted beams just to kind of keep the continuity, but other folks may like that natural look. So of course, I welcome your feedback in the comments below. Now, you do have his and hers vanities. You see the pendant lights, the quartz countertops, the accent lighting right behind the mirror. Look at the freestanding tub, the huge walk-in shower with a shower bench. Happy they included that. You see the sleek drain. You even got a towel holder on this side. You see your water closet and your separate vanity. Now, they added the sconces on this side. Me personally, look how elegant the pendant lights look. I don't know. Let me know if you agree. But now heading inside of the main closet. Okay, so pretty roomy for the most part. You see your built-in drawers on this side, your open shelving, and then of course you have some additional space downwards and upwards. So you can always increase the storage. Beautiful. And then this is going to lead you right back out. So it looks like we about covered everything for this particular model. Like I said, I had to get you inside of this particular Plan 3 so that way you can really see it. And, you know, especially if you go through the catalog, seeing homes from, you know, whether we were in Atlanta, Nashville, Florida, it really just gives you an idea of what your style is, and it helps you out a lot. And the good thing is it's all on one channel, so you don't have to worry about finding different channels, even though you might be able to find them pretty easily. So, but hopefully it made it a little bit easier for you. And the sliding doors are locked for safety reasons, family. So you can see the covered loggia. You do have a pool with the fountain feature. You even have some additional green space on the left side. And then of course, the privacy. But other than that, family, that was another beautiful luxury home tour. All right, Rankin family, that was it for this beautiful luxury home right here in Las Vegas. Let me know in the comments what you thought about this particular model. Is this something you can see yourself living in? Would you make any changes? If so, let me know in the comments below. Of course, if you want more information about this home or any home we showcase, reach out to the information in the description. Consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss a tour every single week. And I'll see you folks on the next property tour.